Well, it's been a while, and here we are today with a lot of interesting news. And first thing we need to discuss is the death of Senator Lindsey Graham. Here he is. Whoops. Yeah, yeah. Here he is in his last known photograph carrying a bomb. And because we live in a constitutional republic and not a dynastic oligarchy, his sister was appointed to his Senate seat. So let's talk about this. So a lot of people have feelings. They have all the feels about this. So I'm going to go ahead and talk about this. We talked about this a little bit during Charlie Kirk, but this time I'm going to write a diagram for you to see so you'll get an idea, right? Okay. So here's the deal when you're dealing with other people and when they're talking about stuff. See these two circles? This circle is your business. This circle is their business. So what you need to do is stay the fuck out of their business, right? You just do that, and then you don't have to worry about it because it's not really your problem to deal with. So now to the shock. Everybody's expecting Mitch McConnell to pass away, and all of a sudden, Lindsey Graham dies at 71 years old, running back and forth. He was in Ukraine. He was in Israel. He was on the phone. He was everywhere. And then he wasn't. And it appears we're having the same problem with Senator Mitch McConnell, which we'll get back to, and there he is up there. Why is this important? What happened? Effectively, there are two GOP senators, two that are pushing very hard for the Save America Act, which many people believe will restrict voter rights all throughout the country. Both of them were pushing hard for the Save America Act, and both of them were on the front lines. I don't know that Mitch McConnell had a good relationship with the president, not nearly as good as the late Senator Lindsey Graham, but the fact is, ideologically, they were the same. Keep in mind, from wars to keeping Supreme Court justices off the bench, these two men have probably done more damage to America than any two men within the last 150 years. I'm not trying to offend you overall wearing pig fuckers out there who support them and everything. I'm just trying to say that's a fact. Y'all have got me back to vaping again. See what you've done? Now, getting back to Senator Graham, son of a... Okay, that's better. Getting back to Senator Graham, he was just trying so hard to get bombs to Ukraine, get drones to Israel. He just was really, really pushing super hard because he knew war was good. He was paid by the right people at the right time to make sure that there was a lot of war business. And it's fitting that the last known photograph of him is him holding a bomb. And this should be his legacy. One of the most mocked and hated politicians of the modern day era. I'm not going to go back and edit it, deal with it. And frankly, his death has been received by the general public not with any sort of excitement, but with a level of relief. And that's because of the damage that he's been able to do. Senator McConnell, on the other hand, is a little bit of a different situation. Apparently, they couldn't hide the Lindsey Graham situation. But with regard to Senator McConnell, you'll see there's a lot of hiding, and that's because Governor Beshear, the Democrat governor of Kentucky, would have the ability to appoint somebody or just create a special election, and having the special election would allow a GOP not-so favorite like a Thomas Massie to run for the Senate seat. Oh, going back, Nancy Mace is also talking about running for Governor Graham's seat. Did I say governor? Senator Graham's seat. And so, yeah, what's likely is Mitch is in a freezer somewhere, right? His wife had to go to leave the country, like as the husband is spending months in the hospital. And there's still no real proof of life aside from this bizarre photo with a newspaper, like a hostage photo almost, like this photo. And that's what we're dealing with the 14th day of July, 2026. And it's a lot. And you may be wondering why I haven't been out here very much. Well, that's a good question. Effectively, once the platform was switched over, the same videos that would get tens of thousands of views got like 12. So I know I can be boring, and I know that people can lose interest, but I don't think that many people can. And they've effectively silenced me. So I took a break. Let's see if we can get back on. Like, follow, and share. Thank you.